Hi everyone, my name is JT Pilot, and today I'll be making another model airplane review. This time I'll be reviewing my first ever Injury Models 1/200 scale model, and today we'll be reviewing their Southwest Boeing 737-700 with the split skimmer winglets in the Heart livery with the registration number 556 Whiskey November. And yeah, overall, what an excellent Injury model. What a magnificent model. Yes. It's just a magnificent model. Really love the immense amounts of details on this model, like the 3D beacon light. And I really love 1/200 scale models, and I really want to collect more of them in the near future, and perhaps do a 1/200 scale airport day one day. And yes, it's so much easier for manufacturers to flesh out the details on 1/200 scale models. And yes, and Engine Models did an excellent job on this model. And I am just relieved the Heart livery is correct on this model. That's the one spoiler of this review. Heart livery is correct. Thank goodness. And yes, I am just really glad to have this model in my collection. So this is how I do model airplane reviews. So I first start off with the box of the model, and then I'll do an in-depth analysis of the model itself. Then at the end of the video, I'll be scoring this model with my JT scoring system. So nonetheless, let's get started off with the large box. Getting started off with the box of this model. What a massive box. And yeah, so starting off with the top of the box, you have your Southwest logo, Boeing 737 titles, and you have the Heart logo in the center with the CGI image of the aircraft. And then you have the registration down there, and the 1/200 scale die-cast metal logo there, and the Boeing officially licensed product logo. Here is the bottom of the box, but the right side of the box is just a white box. As this model, the box is really just a sleeve. So really, the box this one consists of a white box that has an outer sleeve. So that's something different on this model. So yeah, there's nothing on the sides of the sleeve. And then you have your top of the sleeve with the item number, which is 05005. And the barcode and the outer side's blank, of course. So, and there's the back of the box. Not much really back here, but the warning labels and the item number once again. And proceeding on to the model itself. So this model does come with the gear down configuration and a gear up configuration. And this model does come with a stand for that. So we'll be featuring that later on in this review. So again, start off with the front portion of the model. Here you have your nose cone there, looking fantastic. Cockpit windows are also fantastic. Great shape to them. You have your landing gear there with your nose landing gear with the fleet number 556. And then you have your nose landing gear there. Nose landing gear is slightly too large, but other than that, I mean, the tires are a little large, but other than that, it's pretty excellent. Even if that's a word. Anyways, here you have your L1 door, your Southwest logo there. You have an underside aerial. You have your beacon light there. It's looking great there. One of the few engine models that has a beacon light, so that's something to note. And then the antenna there, and the antenna's the right shape, much better than the 1/400 counterparts. You have your CFM56 engine there, looking fantastic there with your Southwest logo, the engine nozzle. And you'll see more of the engine details as we proceed for the review. You have your wing. You have your wing emergency exit door there, and then you have the escape hatch on the wings, looking perfect there. You have your skimmer winglet on this one, looking perfect. And then all the flap slack details on the wing. And then you have your split skimmer winglet on the left side of the aircraft with the red navigation light, looking perfect there. You have really great shape to it. And lots of details on this model. You have your SATCOM box, another antenna, the registration, and the L2 door. And the beautiful Southwest tail, looking flat out amazing. And here is the back portion of this model. So you have your vertical stabilizer and horizontal stabilizer, looking great. And you have the back view of the wings, looking perfect as well. And here's the underside of the model. So there's the underside of the tail there, looking great there. Here are your two antennas. You have your beacon light. Then you have the wing landing gear, looking perfect there. Lots of detail to them. And then you have your stand hold there. So there is a stand hold on this model, and I'll discuss how the stand works in a little bit. Then you have your bottom of the wings, looking great there. Lots of detail to them. And then you have your Heart logo, another antenna, and the nose landing gear, looking perfect. And proceeding on to the front portion of this model. So, and here's your your left skimmer wing looking great there. And then you have your beautiful CFM56 engines there, looking flat amazing there. So you got, your engine there. So that's your number one engine. There's your landing light. Then you have your nose gear looking great there. And then, of course, you have the cockpit windows are looking great there. Lots of detail to them. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. And then you have another wing. Yeah, you have another landing light there. And then you have your number two engine. And then you have the right skimmer wing looking perfect there. And proceeding on to the right side of this model. So here you have your R1 door there. And then you have the PO2s and static ports there. So you have a few on the right side as well. And then lots of details there. And you have your baggage hold down there. You have another emergency escape door. And then you have the emergency escape pass once again. And there's the number two engine. You have another baggage hold and the R2 door there. So looking fantastic. So that's it for the overview portion. And now let's see how this model looks with the gear up and with the stand. And here is the gears up configuration for this aircraft. So yeah, so it looks really nice there. It's really nice detailing by NG models. And yeah, there is some minor paint chips on this model with the parts, but it is a-okay. And yes, also there is a stand that comes with this model as well, but I did not feature it in today's review. Just because the stand is a little flimsy. I don't want to risk damaging the model if I use the stand. So that's pretty unfortunate. Yes, that is pretty unfortunate. But the premise is the stand on this model basically just wraps around the bottom of the fuselage there, and there's no need for a stand. There's no need to have a stand that plugs into that hole there. So that's something different than note when purchasing this model. But for my displaying purposes, I'll probably just be using the gears down configuration anyways on a flat surface. And also the stand prohibits you from having gears down while the aircraft's in flight. So it's a little unfortunate there. So, but it is something to note when purchasing this model. But for my primary use, I'll be likely just displaying this model on the shelf or maybe at a 1-200 airport in the near future. So that is it for the overview portion of this review. And that does conclude today's review. So what an excellent model. And overall, what a fantastic engine model. And this model scored a 49/50 and A at 98%. Just took off the few points just because of the gear tires being too large. So yes, and this is such an excellent model. Really love finally having a Heart livery Southwest 747-700 in 1-200. One of these aircraft have not been done since 2015, so it's been almost 10 years. So that is crazy to say. And yeah, and if you're interested in a blended winglet version, NG also released that. I may get that model in the near future, you never know. But overall, what an excellent NG model, and I highly recommend for anybody to purchase this model, especially if you're a 1-200 collector. And yes, what a fantastic engine model. And I'm just glad they got the Heart livery correct on this 1-200 model. Hopefully, they'll release some corrected Heart livery 747-700s and Maxes in the near future in the 1-400 scale. So that's it for today's review. I'm JT Pine. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.